welcome to English and Me, where we connect to talk about the real life struggles with English. Friends, English is an inevitable part of our life. Apart from the native speakers and for a handful of people for whom English has been a piece of cake, there are many like me who thought English is not my cup of tea and I would never ever in my life be able to master this language. In this series, we invite such people who at some time in their life had dreaded English. But as true fighters, they have carved their path to gain fluency and command over this language, English. So our guest for today is an effervescent personality, Sarthak Arora. Sarthak sir hails from New Delhi. He has completed his graduation in hotel management and is designated as a customer service executive. He is a toastmaster who has many accolades to his credit. His mantra for life: whenever you speak, speak from your soul and believe in yourself. So, without further ado, let me invite Sarthak sir on screen. Sarthak sir, first of all, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for accepting my invitation and being here on my show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a great invite, and I'm really impressed by your warm welcome. So thank you so much the way you invited.
So, Sarthak sir, before we start actually talking about English, so I would like to know something about your childhood and your family background. What kind of educational environment, cultural environment you had in your family?
I remember that, like, I started my journey with a very painful note. Somewhere I feel that I was burdened by the so many books that are subject books. Now I was thinking why it was happening with me only, and there I feel that my parents are supporting, but I am not able to support myself because I was not enjoying that subject. So somewhere my childhood was went with low pressure, with low studies, and I was not getting that gist and motivation that I should go ahead with the further studies. Even I remember I I tried attempting suicide in 10th class even because of this education. But somewhere God has written something for me. So that way, I'm here present right now in front of you, and here we are. So the way I somewhere feel the childhood was great if we come to personal life, but if education basis, it was really worst time for me because I know the pain, the struggles I faced in my childhood. I can feel myself from inside. And even when I remember that time, sometimes I get goosebumps, sometimes I get fears, sometimes I get tears in my eyes, and never want to remember that time which I faced. So the environment which I was brought in, that was very comfortable environment in my family. But somewhere I was not enjoying that childhood because I was feeling low from inside and I was breaking my self belief, which I don't have to. Somewhere I feel that I don't have to do, and slowly and gradually I realized, and that's the reason I got that willpower and dedication to take actions in life and move ahead. That's how my childhood went away with lots of
Right.
struggles.
So many a times, I think kids who are below average in study and they have that pressure from their peers and their families and friends that they have to do good and they are not able to uh, live up to their expectations. So that pressure is there, and that pressure can definitely lead you to take some drastic steps, and God forbid that you didn't do anything wrong, right? So did you have that English speaking environment? Was there somebody in your family who was speaking English, or you were acquainted with this English speaking in your family?
Let me share a journey, a small journey, how a, like insect of English came in my mind. That is, I was in my college time. That time I was just enjoying my college time until the college management has told that you have to face the interviews of corporate companies. Now, there, what happened? I faced one interview, I faced two interviews, I faced three interviews, I faced more than 30 interviews, but didn't get selected in any. Now, then I went to one professor who was my idol, who was the most senior in that college. And I told him all the problem that professor, I have gave around 30 interviews, but I wasn't selected in any. What was the reason? And he told me somewhere the blockage is your language which you're speaking, that is the English. And then that belief that now English is somewhere become a necessity rather than just I have to learn for the sake of learning. Then I started finding some different institutes, and then finally I found one of the great institute with great teacher and great students. From there I started going from scratch and reach to that level where I can confidently say, yes, I have a great command on English language. There was some challenges came in mid that in my family, no one loves to speak English. Rather, before I started having that passion inside me to learn English. So always I try making my parents to speak in English. Sometimes my mother used to speak, but my father used to think what I'm speaking. There I feel that yes, I have to take my own step. If parents are there with me, they are helping me financially, but somewhere I have to make that environment. So what I started doing, I picked up my phone, I started calling my friends, and I started speaking in English. So from there, my whole journey of working on my English started. That way,
Okay.
the environment of English created in my life.
So, Sarthak said, generally, people believe that English is a difficult language. Have you ever felt so while in your learning phase, or maybe before you realize the need of learning English? Did you ever felt that English is a difficult language?
In the college time only, I was, when my professor told me that you have to learn English, there a thought came in my mind that, oh my God, English? Since childhood, I was just speaking Hindi and little bit of English. How can I be, how can I have a good command on English language? And when I started my journey, I remember the days from college, traveling in metro, then traveling in a bus, traveling 15 kilometer to my college, and then after that going to my institute to attend the classes, and then finally at around evening 7 o'clock I'm going back to my home. So full day was going on like very hectic day. And there sometime in mid, I remember that when the that English teacher in the institute used to call me, I used to fear a lot that I somewhere deny my teacher that I won't be able to speak. So these were some of the challenges which came, that the fear was inside me that why I'm not able to speak. However, later on, as I practiced and I believed myself, my teacher, and others, slowly and gradually that confidence level started increasing in command over English.
Sarthak sir, what do you think? Who is responsible for this fear? Is it the fear inside us, or maybe the fear of being judged, or maybe that whenever you speak in English, you are expected that it should be accurate? So, is it the society? Is it the education system? Or is it human nature? Who do you think is responsible for making this language particularly difficult? Because there are many people like you and me who have this thought that no, this is really difficult and I'll never be able to master this language. So, who is responsible for this?
Some days back, I was reading one quote. There it's written that people only judge you on the basis of things you are not very good at. So somewhere I also feel in the time when I used to be in my school time, in the college time, people don't see what I'm good at. My college students used to make a fun of my English, that how many filler words I used, how many ums I used. They used to treat me as kind of person you came from somewhere village that you don't know even English in this city. And there I was broken from inside, that why I'm not able to learn this language, why I'm not able to speak this language, what is stopping me. That was somewhere the society who was killing me from inside, that the way I used to speak English in my college days, somewhere it is a joke for those people to laugh on me.
But don't you
And
think
even,
these,
yeah,
the people who are actually laughing on us, how good are they in English? Even they are not very profound speakers when it comes to English. So sometimes
absolutely.
I think they don't have any right to laugh on us, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. But as I was not very much confident to speak even in English with them, somewhere I was not getting that moment where I can prove them that you
Right.
are wrong. It's not very much difficult for any person to learn this language and have a command. And even don't have that confidence level that time where I can definitely say that you don't have that power to tell me whether I'm doing right or wrong, because I don't have that confidence. I used to feel introvert at that time. So I used to uh, cry from inside, like every day when someone teases me because of this language, just this language. Because that time I had a phobia somewhere. English, oh my God. So it will
That,
rather kill me somewhere.
definitely. I would
So
rather be preferred to be killed rather
yeah,
than speaking in English. Even I have underwent that pressure, sir. So, Sarthak sir, if you are comfortable, can you share any one particular super embarrassing moment? So any kind of incident in your life which you want to, you are comfortable in sharing.
sure. So in school time, when I was just studying normal languages, there in school we don't have that platform where we can speak English even. So in school, when I was studying, there one day, school management told me that I have to give a speech on the topic, which actually I don't remember right now. So it's almost 10 years back that incident happened. So somewhere I feel that I will give the speech, and they told me preferably that you have to give the speech in English only, no other languages allowed, because that is I was studying in the public school, so most of the kids love to listen only English language but not speak. So they called me on the stage. There, I just stand on the stage. Mike was in front of me, and everyone was looking at me. And when I started speaking, I was able to just say good morning. My name is Sarthak Arora. So this way I just said, but there were so many R's, whose, ums were there. And when I started speaking more and more, I stuck there. And I was thinking, I'm not able to speak even a single word in English. Why is it happening? Thoughts were coming, but in Hindi, not in English. So somewhere my thoughts were blocking me to speak that language even. And that time, when kids saw me, those that silent was killing me from inside. Those silent, and I left that stage suddenly. And at the back, I cried a lot and promised that one day I will prove myself, not these, but I will prove myself to have a great command on this language. So I believe I have.
Definitely, definitely, you
Yeah.
have. I mean, we, all of us. Where see, it's a very cliche saying, but where there is will, there is a way. Right? You definitely find it. So, Sarthak sir, as you told that you joined an English speaking institute where you were learning and you got a great mentor also. Would you like to share some particular strategy which worked for you, which clicked, along with the other things which the teachers they generally train in such institutes? Any one strategy which you think that ye kar liya to sab kar liya, something like that.
Yeah. There were so many strategies, but one strategy which I love the most is to play a game related to the words somewhere as well as sentences. Like we used to have so many games in our institute where I was building that command on this language. That is, one game was one person speaking in Hindi and you have to answer in English. So
Okay.
there, our thought process start thinking in English. And other game was that whatever questions I will ask, whatever questions our sir will ask us, we have to say the opposite of that answer. For example, if our sir has asked, "Are you a boy?" I have to say, "No, I am a girl." So we have to lie, and
Hmm.
there our mind actually works in that way, and you are alert towards what you are speaking.
Yeah, right.
One more sensational thing which I would say, my teacher told, until the time you are just thinking in your own native language, you can just speak that native language. So first thing you have to do, start thinking in the language you want to have a great command, that is the English. And definitely with tons of practice and hard work, you will be definitely one day having a command, great command on this language. So that is a tip I feel, that is a secret somewhere I feel.
Definitely,
Would
sir.
love
So
to share.
that is a wonderful strategy. I think uh, doesn't matter how old you grow, we all love to play games and learning a language through game. I think it is a very interesting activity. People will, all those who are watching this interview, all those who are listening to this interview, they will definitely follow this. So, you said that this gamification of the entire thing worked for you. Satyasak, there are people, okay, we understood that English is really important to gain respect in the society, to grow in your career, even in your personal life, to feel that I am something because I cannot feel confident without this language. But there are still few people who think I don't need to learn English. I'm happy with whatever language I am, and I think I don't need. So, what do you want to tell them?
In life, what I have observed one thing, that when you start your journey from childhood, you passed your school, you passed your college, there will be always a time where you have to, when you have to grow, you need to have a command on that language which is globally used. So English is the most important global language, which I feel if you know even the basic of that language, now you are good to go. But having that basic knowledge, for that you need to start working on this language. And beat interviews, beat your conversation with your colleagues, even in business era also, if you want to grow in life also, English is the must.
Definitely.
Because it's not just about keeping your knowledge in with your native speakers, with your native communicators. It's about how you are good at spreading that knowledge. And language, that is the English, is the good medium of spreading that language, even in any area of this country, in any area of the world. So that's
Definitely.
where I feel that this is the important language and one should learn as early as possible. so that you can grab a good command on this language.
Definitely.
That's my message.
Definitely, because you need to connect with the world, you need to gain knowledge. Even if you want to spread the knowledge inside you, you have to have. And in fact, I think even if you have to make a single post on social media or you have to comment in good English, that is why also you need
Absolutely.
English. So even if it doesn't matter to your profession or personal growth, to be there in front of world, because social media is what is making you visible to the world. So you need to have command on this language. So there are few people who have understood the importance of this language, but still they are struggling. Still they think that no, this is, I think I will never be able to master this, and I have to study before I get mastery over this language. So what do you want to tell these people?
If you are stopping yourself from thinking that it's difficult, definitely it will be difficult for you, because you are making your mind in a way that you are preparing your mind in a way that yes, it's difficult for me. But if you are changing your mindset from that, yes, it's not difficult, I have the ability to have a command on this language, definitely you learn that technique. And then having a skill also, because English learning is also a skill somewhere. When you learn that, you have to implement that in the life by speaking to different people, by talking to different people, and by doing those activities which can excel you in this language. And from there, once you know that you are progressing, that day you will realize that it's not difficult, it's just a cakewalk.
Definitely, definitely. So if you will feel it is difficult, it will become difficult for you. Definitely. So Sarthak sir, now this is something not related to English. I want you to give some self improvement tips to our viewers, to our listeners, which you follow in your life apart from English and everything. So everything which you do in your life to become a better version of yourself every day.
Okay. Before this, there was pandemic started in 2020, right? And we all came to a state where we all went to lockdown. And there we feel that we can't go outside just using the mobile, being in our social world. And there I saw people were in pain, people were in frustrations, people were thinking what to do. We are in locked state. And you can say that it has been approximately 2 years we were facing. These situation was on and off. Sometimes we were doing work from home, and those who do work from home, they only can feel the pain inside, that just sitting at home and being on that screen and doing the tasks of the day from there. Now, self improvement technique tips where I feel that one person should do daily. First, making your morning productive, because your mornings decides your day, how your day will be. And just not waking up morning is sufficient. You should know, when you are waking up early in the morning, how you can plan your day.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you are waking up in the morning, you should decide that today these are my tasks of the day which I definitely have to complete. And those tasks should include the priority task even, because many people write the task of the day but they forget to prioritize, due to which they are not able to complete those tasks which are really important to them.
Right.
And even this pandemic has told us so many things, has given us so many realization that how much important our family is, how much important our friends are, how much important our mentors are. So why not to pray for them, pray for their better health, pray for their family, those soldiers, those doctors, those nurses, 24 into 7 they are working. Those soldiers are standing on the border. Why not to feel gratitude for them? They are doing for us only, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
somewhere I feel that we are just saying two words: grateful and thankful. to God and universe for giving them ability that they are serving our country, giving
Definitely.
them thankful to and grateful to doctors for being there with us in our all the times when we were not well, grateful and thankful to our parents, our grandparents, our daughters, our children. And even I somewhere feel those who have impacted your life, those who have helped you to reach the stage where you are, you should be grateful to them. And every day, whenever you get time or in the morning best time, always tell yourself that I am the best, I will do awesome, and I will do make my day productive, super productive. These kind of affirmations will charge you up and you can live a very great life. So that is a small message I would like to give, or some
Definitely,
tips related.
definitely, Sarthak sir. So, gratefulness, thankfulness, planning, prioritizing. I think these are the things which Sarthak sir
Absolutely.
has absolutely, you absolutely make a point. If we begin a day with thankfulness and gratefulness, and our entire day will be filled with energy, positive energy, giving affirmations to ourselves. Yes, it is very important, and I think that is the success mantra. Because if you cannot value yourself, you cannot value anything in. You cannot value relationships, you cannot value people, you cannot value the things which you are blessed with. So thank you, Sarthak sir. Thank you so much for being here and blessing me with your precious time, blessing our viewers with such fantastic tips. And definitely, I believe that all my viewers and listeners are going to be benefited with wonderful tricks and techniques which you have shared. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, sir. Good night. Thank you so much.